Hey, I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. We can laugh about it now. Holy mackerel. So I did a video this morning. Didn't go as planned. I ate 6 chocolate primatiles, which in and of itself is, it's bad, but you know. I was wearing a hoodie. I was wearing a hoodie from Hellfire Hot Sauce. Yesterday I was cleaning an area and I moved my backpack, which I travel with, and a lot of powder. If you emptied out my backpack, there'd be probably an ounce of powder just floating around in there in different places. It's all over. A couple times I've had, powder. Anyway, so it got all over the sleeve. And here's the thing, I knew it. It was on this sleeve, or I think it was maybe on both, but in the video, I went like this and cleaned my eye, and both eyes. And it just went off the rails from there. Holy mackerel, it was a good one. Anyway, I can laugh about it now. We all can. You laughed at it then, I can laugh at it now. So we're continuing on. We're on day 4 of the red habanero. It's a great pepper. It's fruity. It's I don't know. It's crazy to call it a mid-range pepper because if you aren't used to peppers, it's a really hot one. So we're not going to label it, but it's a very, very fruity pepper. There are several peppers in the habanero family. There's orange habanero, red habanero. We're doing the red now because I got these from Clayton Hollingsworth. So Clayton, you are the man. Thank you, dude. He's a great grower and a good guy. So today is a little more than almost the whole pepper, but not quite. These aren't the biggest habaneros, so it's almost the whole pepper. So what we're doing now is we're taking notes. We're building our tolerance, and we're doing this together, which is really cool. So what we're doing is, the reason I'm repeating myself is someone's seen this for the first time. They're going, "What is he doing?" It's a class that we're doing. Today's day 4. It's on day 5. We're going to eat the whole pod. Now, if it takes you 2 months to get to eating a whole pod, that's okay. I'm just showing you the videos, But what we're going to do is you're going to write down what you prepped with, because you don't want to eat a pot of this heat. It's between 100 and 300,000 Scoville heat units, so you don't want to eat this on an empty stomach. You're going to write down what you prepped with, what time you prepped, what time did you eat the pepper, and you're going to write. You want to write down what it smelled, the aroma, fruity and beautiful. You're going to write down, it's going to smell hot to you. It's that association. But anyway. You're going to write down and you're going to start. What time did you eat it? All right, you're going to make notes of that. Make notes of what the burn was like. Where did it burn you? What was it like? In your mind, you may have. Here's the thing: if you have a chance to get red, do it. Most people eat the orange ones because it's most often is in grocery stores, but red ones are delicious. Now, again, if you can't get red habaneros, I got them because they're fresh, and I'd way rather eat a fresh habanero than anything in the store. So that's funny too, because they were both going in the ground. But when a small, a garden, somebody has a backyard or a small grow, it's always going to be infinitely better than anything you buy mainstream. So how long did the burn last? What the quality of the burn was like, and such. And then ultimately, after you've completed the whole pepper, if it takes you 2 months to get there, it matters not. After you've gotten to the point where you can eat the entire habanero, the next day, all right, you want to eat the same portion that you did on the first day. Now, here's what you need to know. If you do, let's say you do, let's say it takes you a couple months. I don't mean, don't think that you can eat a piece now and eat a piece in a week and really notice a change in your tolerance. Because if you go a week between eating peppers, you won't notice a change in your tolerance. You have to kind of stay at it, okay? But the idea is that after you've eaten the whole pod, the next day you eat a small portion. And the difference, and you write the notes of how hot it was. Then go back and see what it was on day 1, and you'll be astonished, for real. Anyway, we're together. We're eating this together. Red habanero. I'm Johnny Scoville. We're doing this together. This is Chase the Heat. One thing I'm not sure if I've mentioned in a while, chew it up well, all right? Digestion, most people think it's in your stomach. Digestion begins in your mouth. The more you chew it up, your saliva, you chew it up, your enzymes start breaking it down, truly. And the reason you want to chew it up really, really well is if you don't, and you just chew it a couple times and swallow, what's going to happen is your stomach's having to break down a giant chunk of a pepper versus something that's already been broken down a lot. Follow me? Obviously, a very chewed up pepper is way easier for you to digest than just chunks. So you want to keep that in mind. All right, so write down what you've had your burn. You know what it's like. It's really interesting to go back and read notes in the past. Also, what's really fun is now that if you've had a chance to do what we've done, we started with the jalapeno, we went to Fresno, then we went to Serrano, now we're on red habanero. If you've done those with me and you go back and you have notes for all of them and you eat now the same amount you ate the first time you took notes eating a jalapeno, you'll be, and then write the notes of how it tasted and look at the jalapeno from where you started now. You won't believe it. You really won't. So, that was the second worst eye burn I ever had. The worst one was in Albuquerque. Got squirted in the eye with tincture. I think it was either 6 million or 9 million lava drops. Was it lava drops? Brutal. All right. Got a very, very cool top 10 list for us. Are you ready? This is going to be very interesting. This is the top 10 fast food brands. All right? So here's what I want. I really need your input on this, all right? I got some on the last one, but I need more of it, all right? So here's what I need. I want you, number one, let me know what you think of the list. Is it a good list? Is it bogus? Is it bad? Also, let me know what's your favorite did your favorite, is it on the list? Did it not make the list? Coming in at number 10, Five Guys burgers and fries. I've heard they're going to be closing a lot of them down. I don't know how old this list is. Anyway, I used to be, let me tell you my story about Five Guys. The first time I went to Five Guys, I was with my kids, and none of us had been there before, and we all ordered fries. Anybody who knows Five Guys when they first started is already laughing at me and three little kids eating ordering fries. They weren't that little, but man, I'll tell you something. The fries, there was enough. One order of fries was, it must have been 3 potatoes. It was absurd how much fries. So I couldn't believe it. The next time we went back just one order of fries. That would be enough for 3 people, for real. So here's the problem. I didn't go there for a while. The last time I went there, I ordered a single fry. I was with a couple people. I said, let's just get one fry. It'll be plenty. And the fries were all of a sudden down to a really, really ridiculous portion. In the other direction. It used to be ridiculous huge. Now it's ridiculous small. They're in number 10. Would they make my 10 list? No, I don't think so. Maybe they would. I don't know. Number 9, Dairy Queen. When I think of Dairy Queen, I just think of ice cream and stuff like that. I don't really think of going there to get burgers. However, I've had them. All right. But that's number 10. Number 9. Problem with they're not everywhere. It's a problem. Number 8. This is a really old list. I'm not even going to read it anymore. It's absurd. It's stupid. It was a dumb list. I'm gonna on the fly. We'll do it live. I'm calling an audible. I don't like the defense. He doesn't like the defense at all. Here we go, people. I like working without a net. It's a lot more fun. You know, when you work without a net, you know what happens? Some say you concentrate harder. When you work without a net, the rope that you're on gets real clear. All right, top 10 cheeses, people, because I'm a cheese hound. A lot of us are. Number 10, provolone. I love provolone. There's certain sandwiches I have to have provolone on. Provolone is a great cheese. Certainly will make my top 10. Same thing with this. I need your input. Number 9, American cheese. How could you have a top 10 list and not have American on it? Am I right? Number 8, pepper jack. Pepper jack. Listen to this, man. It's the best cheese ever. It's sharp and very spicy. It's sweet, then really spicy. How come everybody says it's so spicy? Number 7, feta. Love feta. I'm a big feta. Feta and Greek and goat cheese are really close to me as far as like flavor and kind of how I agree. I think of one, I think of the other. Feta is great in salads. Love feta. You like feta? Number 6, Swiss. Big fan of Swiss too. I love Swiss. You know what? I have a cheese problem. I'm not even joking you. At the end, I'll tell you my favorite cheese if it isn't on the list. Number 5, Gouda. I've had some great Gouda. Gouda's a great cheese. I did early on in the channel. I spent a lot of time in Reno, kind of spending as much time with my dad before he died, and his health was failing. And I remember saying to him when I said, "Hey, dude, you want to make a video?" He's like, "I don't eat hot stuff, you know that." I said, "Well, let's do it." I'm not sure if we did the barbecue first or the cheese first. We'll go with cheese for the story. I can't remember which one was first though. But I said, "Let's do a cheese video." No, I think it was cheese. And he said, "But it's a it's a spicy channel." I said, "They're not going to fire me. Come on, they're my dad. They'll like it." So we did a cheese video. Everybody loved it, and it started a cheese series that we did. It was fun. Number 4, brie. My favorite person. It's not my favorite cheese though. I really love brie though. Brie's great. You know, brie's funny. I know some people that when you eat brie, they don't like the outside. I gotta eat that. It's creamy and lovely. Number 3, Parmesan. Also a great cheese. Boy, my favorite cheeses are not in this yet. I'm a little concerned. Could scoop it out at the end. Number 2, mozzarella. Or mozzarella. I'm Italian, you know. If I ever said mozzarella in front of my mom, she'd slap me. It's mozzarella. It's hilarious. I don't know. It's a great cheese, though. Man, my favorite cheeses didn't make the list at all. And number 1 cheese is cheddar. Bring me my cheddar. I like cheddar. So here's the deal. There's no blue cheese. There's no Roquefort, right? I'm a huge blue cheese fan, and I'm a big, giant Roquefort fan, which is very, very close. But my favorite cheese, which is a really, really difficult cheese to get. It's a bummer, too, man, because it's so good. Limburger. I'm not joking. It's not a prank. I'm not saying that for laughs. I love Limburger. I really do. I absolutely love the taste of it is amazing. It's creamy and just incredible. I really, really love Limburger. But I haven't had it I bet it's been 10 years since I've had Limburger. I haven't had it since I've had the channel, or I would have made a video of it. So it's been over 10 years since I've had Limburger. That sucks. That's it. I got to go on a Limburger hunt today. It's hard to get. Nobody likes it. It's almost like America's surströmming. Like we should send Limburger to different countries and say, "Hey, eat this Limburger." And snicker at them like they snicker at us and we eat surströmming. Speaking of surströmming, I was talking to Tommy a few minutes ago. I said, we got to do this. Yeah, we got to do this soon. Anyhow, that's the top 10 list that they say for cheeses. So I want to know what your favorite cheese is. I love cheese, man. I really, really do. I really dig cheese. So tell me what your favorite cheese. Tell me if that list was bunk. Tell me what you think about blue cheese or like Roquefort. The stinkier, the better. There, I said it. In the description box, you're going to see a link for all the normal stuff. Right here, you're going to see my son Johnny Scoville Jr. in the lifeboat. All the normal stuff. Hey, and thanks for hanging out with me. Congratulations on day 4. We're almost there. Tomorrow, we're eating a whole pepper. We can do it. You can do this. You got this. I'm proud of you. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.